Okay, got some output. Well, first of all, the building of the code went fine. Of course, after I got done with that, I found a web app that is already ready to go. So I put a link to that on Canvas as well. I wouldn't bother with the GitHub. I would just go to the web app and put it in there. And what I ended up doing is defining the logic gates and the functions, and then solving for a solution. The output is what you see here that I've pasted into the text editor. Now, the problem I have, number one, is that it's difficult to read, and number two, that it is out of order. And so what I'm doing now is I'm just going down the list and just putting them in the right order, right? So that way when I go to do the thing in the game, I can just go down the list and I can say, okay, one is 0, 0, 1, 1, or whatever, and turn them on as we go, rather than having to search up and down the list in order to do it. So 5 is false, 15 is true, that's a 1, 21 is false, that's a 0, 13 false. This is also a good way to go through the solution to see if it looks correct. Because if all of this was 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, well, that would be suspicious. But so far, so good. I forgot which one I just did. That must have been 15, 21, and so we're at there. 13 is 0. We did that. 19 is 0. 25 is 1. 29 is 1. 17 is 1. 11 is 0. I could probably have adjusted the code to have the output be a little bit prettier, or at least make sense, but I didn't. So 7 is 0. 18 is 1. 2 is 0. Here 8 is 0. 10 is 1. 8 is 1. 12 is 1. 7 is 1. 9 is 1. Putting in all this work, and I'm still not 100% positive that it's gonna work. Might be doing all of this for nothing, but it's not like it's a lot of work or anything to go down a list and just write 1 or 0, so whatever, it's fine. I'll put up with it for a while. If it doesn't work out, then maybe we'll. It's like all the rest of them are true, which is suspicious. It makes me concerned that perhaps this didn't work, because we have a bunch of ones here on the back end. All right. So you see I have 33 rows, but you also would have noticed that there's no C1, so we have 32 digits from 2 to 33. Actually, I'll go ahead and delete this top row since it's blank. And now it should be in alignment with the 32 digits that we have here. So let's give it a go. Want to back out a little bit so I can see it. Oh, no, that's going to be too small. Okay. But we will have to try and keep track of where we are in the game then. Let me maximize this. And then I will make the game bigger so you can see what's going on. That should be good. Oh, wait, I grabbed the wrong thing. That should be good. All right, let's do it. All right, so we got 0. 1. The game hangs when you click it because it's got to do all the calculations. So 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0. I'm going to stop there because this is a good point to scroll down. I don't want to lose my place. Okay. All right. So 1. Is that 5 ones in a row? 2, 3, 4, 5, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. This is a good point to scroll again. So do this. We should be at row 23. There we go. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 7 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and then 0. Uh-oh, I'm lost count somewhere, apparently. Lost count somewhere, apparently. God damn it. 1. Did I miscount the number of ones I had there? Yeah, it should be 7. Start from the bottom then, I guess. How did I lose count? 2. Fine, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's row 22 right here. Okay, so then it should be 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0. Okay. We should be at row 17. Row 17, and row 17 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that brings us to here, and it should be 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, yes, 1, 0, 0, so 1, 0, 1, 1, 0. So that is my solution. Didn't see anything or hear anything. All right, I do have my headphones on. Yeah, okay, well, let's go take a walk and see at least how close we are. Door's not open, and looks like we are 1 NOT gate away, so mistake somewhere in my input. Maybe I accidentally have a logic gate incorrect. All right, I'm going to pause. I'm going to take another sweep through my code for Z3 and make sure and match it up with the gates that I have, and maybe I got one of the gates wrong, and it's just inverse, and that's the cause of the problem. So give me a couple minutes, and I'll be right back with you. I think I got it. This is smaller. It was not a problem with the code. The code produced the correct output. My problem was C11. I erroneously marked as a 1 when it should have been a 0. All right, let's go back, and that should hopefully be it, unless I'm completely wrong on the solution entirely. In which case, I don't know. I don't even know. All right, C11 was previously, so it should have been, we have one here that's 0, 1, 0. That was just before our string of 5 right here, so this should be 0. There it is. Quest completed. Blocky's Revenge. Well, I really psyched myself out on this one. I thought it was going to be. I mean, don't get me wrong. This was a lot of work, and it was not painless going through and identifying the different gates, the edge, and all that. But in the end, once you've got it, because there are 40 rows of logic gates, right? From there to there, there's 40 rows. And I still think correct in my assumption that it was quicker to identify 40, and don't get me wrong, it's 40 rows, but some rows have multiple gates, so I don't even, you know what, I'm going to actually count. I didn't actually count yet exactly how many this was. Let's see. A lot. So it was a lot of gates. But, you know, it's a lot easier to get a sure thing going through and being like, okay, row 40 is this one gate. Row, 39 is this gate. Row 38 is this gate, and, so on. That was a lot easier than the amount of time it would have taken probably to brute force a 32-bit code like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, it wouldn't have not been possible because, I mean, having only 32 bits, that's not a very strong key anyway. So, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it could have been brute forced in a matter of minutes if you had written a script to do it. But I guess this is the path I took. That's the thing with all of these challenges, is there's more than one way to finish any of them. And, just because I chose one way doesn't mean another way is not better. But anyway, so it turned out to be okay. It was just time consuming. It was another one of those things that's kind of like the Keegan challenge, where it's like, okay, this was cool. It was a nice little break from the regular challenge kind of a thing. A nice variety. But nice place to visit. I wouldn't want to live there. Okay, let's loot our chest. The heap spray, bone coins, shotgun ammo, flag of the block. And is that heap spray? Is that I finally got a shotgun? I've got all the shotgun ammo I've been holding on to, and we haven't gotten a shotgun. Yeah, it is. Place the AK with that, and I want to try that out. Yeah. Oof. It's loud, but that's a nice thud. Slow fire rate. Very slow. What is the damage? 160? Well, sadly, it's not all that great as far as our weapons go, because we've got, our revolver fires faster, 1.4 attacks per second, and this is 1 attacks per second, and that's 1 attacks per second. It does a lot of damage. Not that it really matters, because that was the last challenge, but still. From a game perspective, I'm interested. That was it. That was Blocky's challenge. That means that is our last real challenge for the semester, because the only one we have left to do is Overachiever and our course wrap-up. So, to be honest, I kind of wish I had done them in a different order, because it would have been nice to end on a higher note. Not that this wasn't fun, but not as fun as some of the others, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. Still, glad we did it, and I hope that you were able to get through it too. Maybe you found a better solution, and I look forward to seeing your solutions when you submit your assignments, because I have a feeling I'm going to learn a lot from you guys this semester. I suppose by the time you're watching this, I think I will have learned a lot from you guys over the course of this semester. So, looking forward to that. All right, I am going to open up another client and do the last bits required for our final challenge Overachiever and do our course wrap-up. That's it for the summer. I hope that you had fun this semester. I hope maybe you learned some things, and at the very least you found that it was a worthwhile use of your time, or I guess at the very least an easy couple of credits because you're already into game hacking and it was super easy for you. I gotta say, this whole thing did turn out to be a little bit easier than I expected, because I came into this thinking that we were going to have to do all kinds of stuff. We were going to be doing DLL injection, and it turns out all we really needed to do for most of the challenges was Ghidra to look at the code, Cheat Engine to do some dynamic analysis and dynamic changes. We used a hex editor once just for super speed, but that wasn't part of the challenges. And the only other element we needed, the fourth element we needed to overcome these challenges, is time. 2 of the challenges I feel were totally completable with enough gumption and enough time. So, all right, I'm going to get this last challenge done. Again, thanks for joining me this semester. Hope you learned something. I hope you had fun. And if you're a cybersecurity student here, I will be seeing you again in the fall. I have no doubt. Hope you enjoy those classes. Just until then, I guess take care of yourselves. And if there's anything I can do to help you in the meantime, let me know. Okay? Goodbye.